Today I'm gonna do a review of the STI DVC Open in 9mm major. We'll first do a 360 view of the gun. I actually bought the STI at the end of 2019 from a local gun shop. This is not the latest generation of STI DVC Open, and you can see that on the slide record, because the newest generation, which they to date don't produce anymore either, because they've shifted to staccato, doesn't have a slide record that needs to be bolted on with a screw. You can actually change the slide record also from the both sides, but it has a dovetail cut and a slide record with detents, so you can just pull it out and change it around. That was the latest generation of STI DVC Opens, which you cannot order anymore. Why did I buy this gun? It was meant as my primary match gun until I saw the Bul Armory SAS Bullesteros, which I really wanted to have, and since I have that, the Bullesteros is my primary match gun. The Bul Armory SAS Ultimate Racer is my backup match gun, and the DVC is currently my primary training gun for our weekly IPSC trainings at the local range. So I bought this in 2019, and I would estimate that I would have somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 rounds through the gun until today. What are the things that I've modified? First of all, I changed the standard red dot mount of STI, which did not come with a thumb rest, and I changed it out for the double alpha red dot mount with an adjustable thumb rest, which makes it much more personalized, especially for my large hands and fingers and thumb. I pinned the grip safety. I've changed the regular standard thumb safety by a double alpha shielded and widened thumb safety. I've added a real 9-pound recoil spring in it. I also changed out the standard STI mags, which are already of the newest generation, for MBX mags for STI. If you look at my previous videos, you see and you will hear that all of my guns actually run MBX mags. One point of attention related to the mags, as you can see, I had to Dremel out a portion of the base plate because STI delivered these open mags, extended long mags, with a base plate which is USPSA compliant and will actually fit into the gauge, but IPSC sizes as far as mags is a little smaller, so I had to Dremel this out to ensure that if I would use the gun during matches and there's a check, that the magazine is actually compliant to the rules, and that's why I actually took out a portion of the base plate below. 2.5 pounds. Compared to the Bul Armory SAS 2 Bullesteros, which has a trigger pull of between 1.3 and 1.6 pounds. This is a heavy trigger, but I actually like it. I did not have any issues so far with it. It's crisp. As far as reset is concerned, you hit a clear wall and then you push through, and the reset is also very light. It's a crisp trigger. Things I didn't or don't like. I already talked about the standard red dot mount that was installed on it, which I removed because it didn't have any thumb rest on it, and I changed it. If I could change something, and actually the armorer didn't tell me when I bought this gun. I thought I would get the newest generation with the slide wrecker with detent. So I was a little surprised that I got the older generation with the bolted on slide wrecker. So this is something that I would change, I could change, but again, you're gonna have to go to the armor and get a dovetail cut, cut into the slide, and then get another slide wrecker, and so on and so on. I'm not going to do that unless I had serious issues with the slide wrecker. The slide wrecker itself is, the texture is okay, but the positioning and the length is also something that could be higher and larger. So something that I'm going to look out for aftermarket, if I can change this for this particular gun, something to determine later. Contrary, for example, to Bul Armory, it's difficult, especially here in Europe, if there are issues with the gun, for example, a cracked slide or compensator, to use the warranty. And especially I've heard stories also about from fellow competitors where they had to wait between 4 and 8 months for their gun to return back to a European country with the import-export licenses, and then customs over there, etc., etc. So it's a pain in the butt as far as applying the warranty. I did not hear that any stories that STI did not want to fulfill their warranty requirements. The only issue is if you have a problem with the gun, especially barrel compensator slide, that it takes a long time, and you have to consider the fact that you will miss your gun for somewhere between 4 and 8 months. So if you don't have a backup, that's a big problem. This is an out-of-the-box, ready-to-race handgun, very well finished, good quality, very good grip, good texture. Everything is where it needs to be. It's light. Since this is a standard 2011 model, it's also fairly easy to acquire spare parts for the gun also in Europe. The price quality, I would say, is good, but certainly compared to Bul Armory, I would say that Bul Armory, if you look at it from a price quality point of view, then you get much more value, overall value, buying a Bul Armory than an STI. Also, again, the aftermarket replacement parts are much easier to acquire compared to the STI, and it also looks very nice since this is important but not primary.